combat time in this airplane. And models, let's see, what were they? D, E, F, and G. And I mostly flew in the E and the F, and the E and the G, which we like the best. My crew chief would put little grease pencil marks various places to make sure no one had opened the engine hood up. And if the marks were dead, then we had to look around and see if it was booby trapped or sabotage. Anyway, there's only one door on the airplane. And structure in this also, I flew in the left seat. You couldn't see ahead of you at all on the ground, so when you're landing in the back seat, you line up on the edge of the runway and just keep lined up on the edge. The deputy province commander would fly with me a couple of times, and he always wanted to bring an M60 machine gun. So we'd open these windows, and he would shoot out the back windows with it. I was always afraid of that, because I didn't know him that well. I was afraid that he was going to shoot off my struts on one side or the other. And the Air Force didn't like me doing this because the linkage and the spent shell casing would fly back into the back and possibly jam your controls. Cross country, you and your mom went over to Athens to visit your Aunt Linda. I don't know how you got there. I guess you must have flown commercial. And then I came over later, about a week later, in a T-34 from Blytheville across the top of the South into Athens. Landed there and picked you and your mom up, and we flew on to West Virginia. And somewhere over the mountains of West Virginia. Oh, one thing about it, a couple of the indicators were broken and it was written up, so I knew about it. One of them was the flap indicator of the flaps. And so that somewhere over West Virginia hills, this T-34 went like that. And I didn't know what the heck was wrong. And then I realized, I looked out the side and could see that the flaps were down. And that somewhere along that mountains there, Lisa in the back had kicked the flap handle because the back has complete controls as the front. So Lisa and I just pulled the flaps back up, and that's what it was. And that was the time that Lisa kicked the flap handle down. That's moving around.